My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor. Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness. I don't work. I don't need to. Everything's paid for 100 times over. I'm in a bit of a predicament, Doctor. I'll get to that. Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it? Delusions, as in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional. I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really. Because he is here. And he shouldn't be. Lucky to be alive. He almost died. My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now. I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided. Divorce is such an imperfect means of separating two people, don't you think? I suppose I don't really mean it. I thought he was my soulmate and that I would do anything for him. That's a weakness that has caused me problems. Our altercation, the downfall since. This is exhausting, Doctor. I'm not used to spitting everything out in one session. His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore. Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk. David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch, And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him. Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband. We've been married for 7 years, but we don't have any children. Thank God. David wanted children, but I didn't. I don't think we would have made very good parents. There's no mystery to it. Some people are just not cut out to be parents. I don't think I can see either of us wiping sticky fingers or mending grazed knees. David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself. I'm an only child and my parents are both dead. Naturally, I inherited everything. It was an accident, but I don't feel like talking about it at the moment. David's not ready for company. I hope to take you to see him one day and you'll see for yourself. I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behaviour, but I was very angry. It was a private matter though. The police should never have been involved. I never used to get angry, ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control. Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money, and I'm fairly sure my time is up. The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor. I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband. I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind. They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it. Yes, Dr. Decker did think I was delusional when he first met me. He changed his mind after getting to know me better, as I hope he will too. I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal? You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured. To be fair, there was only one violent outburst that hardly qualifies as a history of violence, and he provoked me. I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it? It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris. Who's to say who is sane or insane? We all see the world differently, don't we? Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into a florist after David died. Optometry was his dream, not mine. Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into florist after what happened with David. Optometry was his dream, not mine. David doesn't work now. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question. He used to be an optician. Now he just spends all his time at the lake house, frittering his time away. He abhors technology. Mainly he hunts things and then creates huge, unwielding fires that I'm sure will be the death of him and the lake house at some point. That sounds like a question I shouldn't answer without a lawyer present. I don't know who killed Dr. Decker, but I imagine that in his line of work he met a lot of unstable people. Perhaps he pushed someone too far. The most shocking thing about Dr. Decker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Dr. Decker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one. I didn't really know Dr. Decker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk. I'd been seeing him for about 3 months. The most shocking thing about Dr. Decker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. The most shocking thing about Dr. Decker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.